All right, we're at South by Southwest Interactive on Tuesday, the last day, and we're joined by Andy Elwood, Director of Business Development for Gowalla. Thanks for joining us, Andy.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, now Austin is a mid-major market, but it's got a growing tech community. You guys are headquartered here. I know Daytran Media's here. Who are some other companies that are working out of Austin these days?
Well, obviously Facebook coming in has been a pretty exciting thing. Car2Go. We've got HomeAway is also based here. So a lot of unique companies doing cool things. And Austin Ventures is also here, and with some of the support from even just Governor Perry here in Texas, they're really doing their best to develop a larger tech scene in the Austin area.
Now, what are some of the new things that you guys are doing for local businesses?
So local businesses, the original idea for Gowalla was that your phone is your digital passport. So everything we do is kind of built around that idea. And for small businesses, when I check in or when I choose to alert my network to I'm spending time at this local business, in essence, it's a personal recommendation, or it's my endorsement of the place of business. And in thinking about the passport metaphor, we wanted to have the stamps that people get when they check in. So when you check in, you receive a stamp in your Gowalla passport. We wanted that stamp to look and feel like the place where you're checking into. And so as a result, businesses were very interested in making sure that their stamp was representative of them and was a unique experience for the people that were choosing to be in business. So on about a monthly basis, we release a new batch of stamps for sale. Last batch was at $150 each. So $150, you can have a custom stamp drawn by one of our iconographers, and that can be representation of your place of business.
Give me a quick example of what a restaurant or a retail shop does with those stamps.
Sure. So a great example. I'm partial, obviously, because it's the pub that I go to when I'm in New York City. But the Half Pint in New York City on Thompson and 3rd, they were one of the first companies to come out and get a custom stamp. And that custom stamp has become a little bit of in some ways, a collector's item for folks that are coming to New York City, because it is the only place in the world that stamp exists. In addition to that stamp, Monday through Thursday, 15% off if you show your check into the wait staff. And then from time to time we do kind of specials or flash mobs where it's a little bit more of a unique thing, like, hey, today's the day we're going to do something a little bit above and beyond, free appetizers or parties. It's been fun to see the relationship that's formed not only between the wait staff and those checking in, but also between those checking in and their social network communities.
Now, on my plane ride down here last Friday, I coincidentally sat next to Tammy Scaranton, who is a creative manager for Draft FCB out of New York, big ad agency, and I asked her what she would ask a Geo-Social brand if she got to interview them, and she said, this is what she said: she wants to know what she's supposed to tell brand clients when they ask about Geo-Social and when they ask whether it's a direct sales tool or a brand awareness tool. Yeah,
so I mean, it's something that we look at both of those options as well. The majority of the brands that we've worked with thus far has been brand awareness, because it is something that I'm choosing to alert people to my network, alert my network to my location, and the brands that I'm potentially engaging with when I'm there. On the direct sales side of things, there is a lot that is being contemplated, but the main reason, or the main ways that we're working with brands like Disney or Sundance Film Festival, AT&T, USA Today, or CNN is on the brand awareness side of things, creating experiences that happen around the places that people go.
Great, Andy. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.